Good evening, everybody. So, today, while I was, just waiting on the Lord to give me what I should speak on today, during my studies, I was reading this. Yes, this is a very good book. It's Deliverance and Spiritual Warfare Manual by John Eckhart. I just ordered a lot of his books. But what stood out to me was the story of Manasseh. I hope I'm saying his name right. He was he was the king of Judah. And the reason why this story was stood out to me is because the story speaks on humbling ourselves no matter the situation that we're in. If we humble ourselves, God sees that and he will take us out of whatever situation we're in. But we must humble ourselves. Showing humility is something really big in God's eyes, and that's a lot of things that's going on that I see in today's world. If a lot of the artists even would humble themselves, or people just going through crazy situations would just humble themselves and know that God is God and just let him do him, there would be just a big difference in everything. So I want to share the story of Manasseh, the king of Judah. This is from 2 Chronicles 33, 1 through 6. It reads, Manasseh did evil in the eyes of the Lord, following the detestable practices of the nation the Lord had driven out before the Israelites. He rebuilt the high places his father Hezekiah had demolished. He also erected altars to the Baals and made Asherah poles. He bowed down to all starry hosts and worshipped them. He built altars in the temple of the Lord, of which the Lord had said, My name will remain in Jerusalem forever. In both courts of the temple of the Lord, he built altars to all the starry hosts. He sacrificed his children in the fire in the valley of Ben Hinnom, practiced divination and witchcraft, sought omens, and consulted mediums and spiritists. He did much evil in the eyes of the Lord, arousing his anger. This King Manasseh, he was actually one of the most evil kings in the Bible. Did you hear all that he did? But watch this. Now I'm going to read, what is this one? This was Second Chronicles 33, 12 through 13. It reads, In his distress he sought the favor of the Lord his God and humbled himself greatly before the God of his ancestors. And when he prayed to him, the Lord was moved by his entreaty and listened to his plea. So he brought him back to Jerusalem and to his kingdom. Then Manasseh knew that the Lord is God. This was after God punished him for everything he was doing. But let's not get to the point where we make God angry purposefully doing what we know is wrong. Like, don't wait until God's wrath is upon you and then you have to do something. Just get it right, y'all. Just get it right. Don't let God's wrath set on you, because